Bankruptcy Act of 2016, which is something that you guys were really expecting big things from. Now that is brimming with righteous indignation. You know, if you haven't paid your loan to the banking system, you can't bid for an asset. Your brother, your father, nobody can bid for the asset. Fine, but then where are we after 3 years of that act and 2 years of its application? You still haven't got the check from ArcelorMittal for SR. I don't know if you got that call for telling you the good news.
They are telling me that the hearing in the Supreme Court is going on as far as SR is concerned.
Okay.
So that is the latest update. So, I'll just switch it off. Sorry.
Okay, so his check is coming. But it's been coming for a long time. And now the adjudicating authorities are throwing wild curveballs at you. Operational creditors, pari passu with financial creditors. I mean, where in the world? I mean, how do you even? Okay, let me just put it bluntly to you. Do you think this bankruptcy code has also been gamed by the same connected oligarchs that I referred to earlier?
I don't think so. What we have to realize that this law was made only in, I think, 2014 or 15. India is one of the countries where they have been able to put such a comprehensive law in such a short period of time and make it operational. So we must give credit that the requisite infrastructure from scratch has been created. There are certain law points, and when you make a new law, those law points have to be addressed, and they are being addressed either through the representations which people like us make, and they are taken cognizance of. And imagine that how fast the last amendments to IBC came after the NCLAT order in SR Steel case. Phenomenal speed. So the law is evolving, and there may be some more changes which are required. And once the Supreme Court decides in SR Steel case, I think many of the issues which are leading to litigation, they will get addressed. About your point about how do we share, and as a secured creditor versus operational creditor versus unsecured financial creditors, what we have to again recognize the fact that the financial creditors are sitting in the COC, operational creditors are not. So how do they get the fair deal? That is a fair question. It's not an unfair question. And we have to find some satisfactory formula to take care of this inherent conflict of interest. That is what I call. Unsecured financial creditors, I have a different take, because the risk reward matrix is such that secured financial creditors, we get less reward in terms of what we quote the price at which we lend. Unsecured creditor sits somewhere in between the secured lending and the equity. So my argument as a banker is that, one, they are sitting on the table as part of COC and have voting rights, unsecured financial creditors. So it should be decided on the table. So operational creditors case is different. It will have to be dealt with differently. Unsecured financial creditors, this is a view from as a secured financial creditor. And still, if anything is satisfactory formula, which in a resolution situation, not in liquidation situation, can lead to less litigation, that can also be thought of.
But the curveballs are not stopping. I mean, Bhushan Power and Steel, for instance. Now, ED wants to attach those assets. Now, if fraud has occurred in that company, thanks to the previous management, then it's like, really, once again, your check is not coming, right? You have a willing buyer for the asset, and you are waiting for your check, and it's not coming.
Right. So that is what I'm saying, that all these issues are getting settled. Yesterday, even about the ED's attachment of properties in Bhushan Power and Steel, NCLAT has given a very clear direction that they have to be released and they cannot be attached. And that is a point as a secured creditor we have also made, that as far as any corporate debtors assets are concerned which have been financed by the banks, so we have the first priority and first charge. It cannot be disputed and should not be disputed. Any action which ED or any authority has to take, they can take with the existing promoters and attach their personal assets. We have absolutely no issue, but an asset which has been financed with the bank money, there is enough evidence on record. And in NCLT or IBC process, where somebody is putting money and buying it, they are not fools to put their money and be involved in all this litigation. So
they would want to be indemnified. Yeah.
That is the whole purpose of IBC. But again, I am saying, because it is a new law, the understanding about the commercial principles, it differs from agency to agency, but eventually all these issues are getting settled. And IBC process, the spirit is very clear that once whoever is buying, he is buying a very clean asset, it is a clean slate, and any legacy, any past baggage, the existing promoters would be responsible, existing directors would be responsible. The person who is acquiring, they cannot be subjected to any harassment or claims from the past by any agencies, and I am sure that that will be implemented.